Lambers and Jen, we are expecting another round of storms today.
That's exactly right. Today, tomorrow, this storm only continues across the Gulf Coast. So in case you are making any outdoor plans, just make sure you're staying weather aware and have a way to get alerts. Now, taking a look across the southeast, what we're starting to see right now, very active just further towards the north of us. A lot of these showers and storms beginning to push through central Mississippi, central Alabama, just in between really Montgomery and Birmingham. But looking in just a little bit closer, we are starting to see some of those isolated storms begin to push through at this time. Right now, mainly starting to see the bulk of this in Monroe County, just closer towards Monroeville, Beatrice, and then what we're continuing to see is just that continuing to push further towards the southeast. So you're probably hearing some of that thunder, some of that lightning, heavy downpours at this time. That'll continue to push through at this time. Also, southern Mobile County, just closer towards Irvington, Theodore, really the Dawes area, crossing over I-10 and also 90 at this time. So make sure you're being careful in case you're heading out. Some heavy downpours in that area, and also starting to get some of those lightning alerts on our phones here closer towards the Fox 10 studios. Now, heading into the remainder of today, I said it's important to stay weather aware. This is something that we didn't have yesterday, a tornado watch. This is going to be in effect until 3 p.m. This pretty much just means that the environment is favorable for some tornado development heading later on into today. Really the best timing going to be closer towards lunchtime, heading into the early afternoon. So just make sure you're staying weather aware. Have a way to get alerts heading into today. In case your kids are at home, make sure that they also know what to do in case there is a tornado warning, and just let them remind them where they need to go in your house. Now, taking a look at conditions out there right now. It's hot, and it's even hotter because what we're starting to see is dew points on the rise. Temperatures right now 84, 85 in Pensacola, but those southwesterly winds, take a look at those dew points, mid to upper 70s. So already feeling like the 90s, getting closer towards feeling like the triple digits in Pensacola. Now, warm conditions, hot conditions, dew points like this, that is something that severe storms thrive on, and what's leading to that potential heading into today. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to
rate these, Jen. I think you understand too, but at least we got some tips.
I was going to say, yeah, I've definitely learned that it's more of a learned habit. They see how you react. They see how the other kids at school react. So yeah, that's why Layson refused to eat crust for a while.
Really?
It was just other kids at school that didn't want to eat it.
Is she good with her veggies and fruits?
Yes. Okay. She loves salad, fruit. Pack it every day. She loves it. She's set. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your forecast, because we're really starting to see things beginning to ramp up, especially for our inland spots, and southern Mobile and Baldwin counties beginning to see some of those showers so far out there to begin this morning. Now, looking in just a little bit closer, really closer towards Monroe counties, Conecuh counties, beginning to see some of that heavy rain beginning to push through. Luckily, it is continuing on that track further towards just really the east at this time, so it is beginning to push out of there. Monroeville, Beatrice, Franklin, you're looking a lot better. Now, closer towards southern Mobile County, Irvington, Theodore, Dawes, you were seeing some of those thunderstorms earlier. This is really beginning to dissipate, fall apart, especially as it continues just to travel over Mobile Bay, beginning to push into Point Clear, Fairhope area. Mainly just some light rain at this time and some isolated lightning just in southern Mobile County. Now, do keep in mind, heading into today, tornado watch is in effect. This is going to be in effect until around 3 p.m. this afternoon. The biggest threat really coming into play around lunchtime and early afternoon. In case your kids that are at home, make sure that they know where to go in case there is a tornado warning. Really have to keep that in mind with all the summer kids at home right now, or also those summer camps for today too. But again, tornado watch in effect until this afternoon. But the severe risk, the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, they have us once again in that 2 out of 5 risk zone. The 2 out of 5. Now, that just means the higher the number, the higher potential to see some of these strong to severe storms across the Gulf Coast. But also we could see gusty straight line winds, heavy downpours, and frequent lightning. Let's go ahead and start timing this out in our futurecast. Again, this is just a little bit off, mainly starting to see some of that closer towards Mobile County at this time, but expecting more of those rain showers to begin to shift further towards the east. However, the most severe portion could come into play mainly starting for our inland areas around lunchtime, so get closer towards 12 o'clock. It continues to push further towards the south, a bit more scattered with that look, and then it'll only continue to drape further towards southern Mobile, Baldwin counties by the time we get closer towards 3, 4 o'clock, even pushing offshore just a little bit closer towards 6 and 7. So really going to be this afternoon event. Highest chances really remaining for our inland spots, but that does include northern Mobile and Baldwin counties to see some of those strong to severe storms. Gusty winds also possible closer towards the coast. Also keep in mind heading into tomorrow, we have a second round of it. Starting off for your Friday morning, starting off with some of that cloud cover, and then mainly expecting a wet morning heading out the door. This is going to be more of an early morning event. 7, 8 a.m. really beginning to see this push quickly through here. By the time we get closer towards 10 a.m., it's out of here, and the rest of your Friday afternoon, your Friday evening looking great and seeing more of those clear skies return. Now heading into this afternoon, daytime highs, we're going to start to see a range just due to the daytime highs. They're typically around 2 o'clock. That's where we're really expecting those rain showers to push in for our inland spots. So seeing those lower 80s, are going to be warm before then. And then by the time we get later on into the rest of today, upper 80s, lower 90s before you start to see some relief in the form of those rain showers. We're going to continue to keep you updated right here on Fox 10. We do have team coverage here. I'm joined by meteorologist Matt Barentine. He's also in studio along with meteorologist Michael White. Again, we're going to be fully staffed heading into today to keep you updated. But as always, make sure you have that Fox 10 weather app downloaded in case there is a warning. Joe.